I actually was talking to a friend who brought me a lead on some land. Believe it or not, what's up, mom? My mom's watching. Oh, hi, mom. It's the first time I noticed my mom watching. Um, got a lead on 242 acres. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to do some due diligence. We're going to be able to see what we're going to, if we're able to take it down. By taking down 242 acres on a rural area, it's going to be so much fun because we're working on 120 acres today. What's up, my brother? We're working on 120 acres today. Renando, hey man, come up. We can talk about the 422 if you want. Renando's a partner of mine in Florida. We're going to be talking deals today. Today's deal day. Today is talking about due diligence, what we're looking to do, what information is needed, what it's going to take to bring down the lead into a deal. So all the due diligence are coming up. We're doing a plan of action, plan of attack on how we're going to make this into a reality. So fun. Um, Many of you who do not know who I am, my name is Victor Balders, better known as AKA Victor the Connector. Based in Dallas, I help investors to get a double-digit return on their capital. If you're looking to put your money in an engine, real estate is the best engine possible that I've known that is almost resistant proof. It's real. You can touch it. You can visit it. You can make it prettier. But at the same time, it does take someone who has knowledge on how to look at a piece of property, get it set up for success, getting it into a position of value add. Not everybody has an eye for it. We're looking at multifamily. Multifamily is going to be the best one because of the multiplier. The multiplier is going to be the units the multifamily has. So it's going to be a 50 door, so 50 a multiplier of a 50 is 120. It has a multiplier of 120, and so on and so forth. So multifamily is a very great asset to play in due to the fact that you're able to basically make magic money. And what I mean by magic money is if your rents are below market and there is a spread to where it's supposed to be, let's say easy numbers, $100. If you're able to go purchase the property and raise the rents for the new tenants coming in just by half, you have now increased the rent rolls. If you're able to decrease expenses, now you have increased the NOI by a very large percentage amount. So, hence magic money. It's not always about putting things in place, spending money, but the more suitable or desirable the asset is, the easier it's going to be renting it out. So you want to give value to the current tenants, make them stay, make allowing the rents to follow with it. A lot of times that we see here is that some of the management doesn't follow the trend of the market, and the market moves really quick. So if you're not following the trends of the market on rents, then you're losing money. There's no such thing as being flat. There's there's not a flat plateau because no matter what, the market's going to be moving up or down. So it's either you're going down slow or you're going down fast. But if you're moving with the market, you have that slightly incline of following the market and adding more money to your investors. So, all right, he's decided to show up. Let's go, brother. Go live. All right, go live. This one is on Facebook, I think. I'm not sure. Is he coming up? And then going from there, off we go. There's the man himself.
How's it going?
Man, it's a bless, brother. Bless.
Always.
So I was telling them a little bit of starting my day. What's up, Morgan? Starting my day, trying to get my senses for today. Wore my nice shirt, having fun. What's up, Nancy? and then talking about I haven't talked too much of the 242. We're still getting our due diligence on that. So tomorrow I'll probably be taking a drive out there and take a look at. Hey Morgan, we might have something. We might take a look at on some land up here in Texas. So keep an eye on me. Keep watch. So that's about it so far. I had a couple of phone calls, did a little bit of content, did my thanks to God, and here we are.
Yeah, I saw you were talking about multifamily. So
yeah,
the multifamily game is awesome. If you do a quick calculation, he was saying $200 per square foot, per $200 uptick per door. And it's a very interesting play. If you start looking at, let's say 32 units, I mean, that's a pretty good size to get started on. So if you can bring in, if you find a place for 32 units that you can raise rents at $200 per unit within whatever time frame you're looking for, I usually look for places that you can raise the rent $200 as quickly as possible. Some place that's undermanaged, or some location that's not maybe it was not taken care of, or the place is never been remodeled or anything like that. So in 32 units on a 6 cap rate, and for you guys that don't know what cap rate means, I mean, it's just a number we use on commercial for you to calculate the how much does that building is going to be able to sell. Because differently from single family, whatever other real estate that's not commercial, the price of the building, the price that's going to sell for, is based on whatever income the building produces, right? So if you look at 200 units, if you're able to buy 200 units, and you're able to increase the rents by $200 at a 6 cap rate, is a multiplier, right? At a 6 cap rate, you are going to be creating $1 million of value. So I'm always looking at that, because if you can do that, a lot of people starting out, they find 30 units usually very, poorly managed, and you can do that in like 12 to 18 months. So basically you're creating $1 million of value in the 12 to 18, 24 months, or whatever that may take. But it's a very interesting play. It's definitely not a get rich quick kind of scheme, as a lot of people say out there, Victor know what I'm talking about. There's so many, gurus teaching different things, but there's definitely a lot of work that has to be put in. But it's an awesome way for you to create value, not only for you. If you're bringing in investors, you can create investors for them, but you're also creating an incredible and better place for those people, those 32 people that are living there, creating a better, setup, a better environment for them to live in.
Yeah. Absolutely. And the 32 unit, anybody can almost do it by themselves if you know how to do it. There's the right loans, the right people. If you don't, Renando, myself will be more than happy to help you to take a look at it. But the 32 unit is a very good starter one, right? So we're not going to talk into details of all the expenses. We're just talking about a 32 unit and a $200 spread. So if you do the math, 32 times 200, that comes out to be $6,400 of an additional value that you're adding to it per month. Okay, $6,400, and multiply that by 12. That's $76,800 a year more. At a 6% cap rate, like Renando it says, it's just a multiplier of what you're looking to get out of it. $1.28 million. Guys, this is what I talk about when I say magic money. And it's not easy, but when you know, and then it makes it a lot more clearer, and you have a better understanding on which direction you want to take that property to. Value add is always key. You can't just raise rents. You got to do the rehab. You got to do little things to force that appreciation into that asset, right?
Exactly. Yeah. 32 units. Usually, you're looking for places that it's like a mom and pop. Somebody has probably owned that for 10 10, 15, 20 years. A lot of times, it's a building that's, the parents bought it way back in the day, and then the son has no idea how to manage it, and the parents don't want to manage it anymore. So usually that's what you're looking for. The rents are way undervalued, so I always look for, whenever I'm looking at a property, I look at the rents surrounding the community. So usually you're gonna see, some places you're gonna see rents at like, $600, $700, $800 for like a one bedroom, right?
Yep.
That's the average rents, and then you look at the neighbor is at 1,000, 1,200. That's when you know there's game to be played there.
Oh yeah.
Especially if they're 100% occupied, right? You know that what's happening is the people that have been in the building have been there for a long time. They don't want to increase rents. They haven't, done anything with how the building looks. You can see there's usually like garbage everywhere. The lawn hasn't been mowed in a long time.
Deferred maintenance, right?
It's all. There's value there. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Ronaldo says, those mom and pop shops, who owns it, yeah, they're just tired landlords a lot of times. That's what we call them, tired landlords, ready to retire, baby boomers who are ready to not do it. And you're absolutely right, because the kids doesn't want a job, right? But the opportunity is to talk to them, and you have the ability and possibly have them to do an owner finance. So that's just a different conversation in itself on how to take down a piece of property. Owner finance is very creative, and they're able to help you out. If you don't, it's a lot less. It's a minimal entry fee to get into a property. So if you want to know more, please follow Renando and myself, and we do have Zoom meetings that we have Zoom meetings all the time. We talk like almost every day. If it's about a lead to a deal. So if you're looking for some type of education, we'd be more than happy to help. But make sure you have your information ready to go. So we're going to be looking at specific things. Hey, Renando, how can they follow you?
Yeah, just here on Instagram is probably the best way. I'm always available on Instagram to talk to people and answer any questions. I have a lot of investors that invest with me here as well. And it's, like Victor was saying, you don't have to be good at everything. You don't have to go out and buy the whole thing without. I'm not good at many things, but I focus on the things I'm good at when it comes to owning real estate. I have a huge passion in construction. So on those deals that are very heavy value add, or there's a lot of construction to be played on those things. Those are the ones that I focus on. So I bring the value to the table for those things, right? If you're a great communicator, you're probably good at finding people to invest, talking to investors, teaching people about real estate, right? If you're a good communicator, you're probably good at also asset management. So managing the people that take care of the building, talking to renters, bringing in renters, all that kind of stuff. So find whatever you're good at, focus on that, and then let's connect with me, connect with Victor. Let's get some deals.
Well, another thing he hasn't told you too, he has his own business in capital raising. He's a syndicator. He doesn't like to talk about too much about himself, but I'll go ahead and do that. He's also my coach, and Renando's also my coach. He teaches me a lot of things that I don't know because, I'm still in the process of building my portfolio. It's good to have him. We're also 10Xers. This is where we met, and we've known each other for over 2 years now. Shoot, dude, we're getting to know each other a little long. So. But now we're able to do so many great things now, because when I first got into it, I still had a W-2 job. I finally quit my W-2 job 8 months ago. We had several meetings face-to-face, telling him what my vision was. And here we are today. We're looking at deals. We're not just little deals. We're looking at big things, developments. It's not just multifamily. We're looking to do something special. And with his background in construction, it just makes me to have a bigger, open, creative mindset. And that's and it is really important to put yourself in the right room, surround yourself with the right people. And like Ronaldo said, you don't need to know everything about everything. You just need to specialize on what you're able to bring to the team, to the table, and then expand it. Bring in people. Ronaldo and I also have two other partners on some projects that we consult with, right? But Ronaldo also has other teams that he's working on, and so do I. It's like a marriage, but it's an open relationship, and that's probably the best way to go and say it is that you're not stuck with the same people as long as you're open and transparent, because not every deal that I bring to Ronaldo is a deal for him because it doesn't fit his criteria, his buy box. But he can say, "Hey, I know Jim or Susie. Let's present it to them." And that's what you have to also understand is not every deal is going to be for us, but we may help you put it to a different set of investors with a different eye that fits into their category, to their buy box. So whenever you hear a no, don't just accept it. Keep on digging a little deeper. It's like, well, would you know someone who might be interested? What do you think about that, Ronaldo?
Most definitely, yeah. And yeah, I mean, I focus on very strictly multifamily, right? So if you bring another deal, I'll probably look at it. I'll probably tell you like, okay, this seems like a good deal, but I may not be the guy, right? But a lot of people don't say that. They just say, oh, that's not a good deal, and it's not necessarily not a good deal. It's just not a good deal for them, and that happens with everything. Whenever you're trying to get a loan, you may go to the bank and the bank be like, oh, that's not a good deal, but it really means it's not a good deal for them. So you got to keep going and trying to find the right partners and all that. And if you know it's a good deal, I mean, the key is to learn how to find a good deal. What are the key metrics you're looking for, and focusing on finding that specific thing versus bending your metrics to fit whatever deal.
Yes.
And one thing to note is every single deal you do, I mean, that can go for anything in life, not only real estate, right? You can always find the reason why not to do it.
Oh, yes.
On everything it's probably easier for you to find the reason not to do it. The key thing is learn specifically what you want, and then have those for sure's. You're for sure not gonna do whatever statistics you find. For me, it is like I'm not gonna do any deals that are below 10 units, below 30 units, right? Because there's not, or below 32 units, because I don't see that value, right? Maybe I would look at like a flip or something like that to do that, but like for a long term, something that I'm gonna bring in investors, I'm never gonna look at anything below 32 to 64 units, because I'm not creating that value for me, for my investors, for the people around me. I don't want to do this by myself. Like I said, I'm focusing on what I'm good at. So I want to be able to create enough value so I can have partners. I want to make sure that all my people are winning. My partners, the people that come in with capital, which are also partners, I consider them all partners. They come in the business. So I want to be able to create that value, right? So going back, finding exactly what you want, that's the key. And then there are always going to be things that like, hey, this doesn't line up, right now it's very hard to get loans. The debt is a hard debt market. So a lot of people are, not even looking at deals. But hey, if you can't find deals, especially within like right now to the next 20, let's say 18 to 24 months, I think it's going to be an incredible value add potential, because there's a lot of things that are going to come into a market with that cap rate, that multiplier being in a higher number, so deals prices are going to be lower. So you're going to be able to find some incredible deals out there as long as you keep on it. And like I said, you're always going to find ways to not do the deal. But having those metrics like those for sure's and those nevers are going to allow you to finding the right deal. And then those things that come in is like gets a little hard. You're like, but it still matches whatever you're looking for.
Yep.
You can push through those hard times, and then the reason why Victor said hey, I have a syndication and whatnot. The interesting thing about that is within my whole I'm very passionate about real estate and very passionate about construction specifically. Like that's what I love. Whenever I drive around, I see a construction project going on, like that excites me like nothing else. So I know that for some people, that's not for them. Like they enjoy real estate